I picked up a slice of vinyl. Ahoy everybody, you may have watched my previous haul video about the charity shops I visited this weekend, and as I mentioned there, I went from there yesterday, Saturday the 19th of January. I went to a record shop I discovered at the end of last year, which is a slice of vinyl in Gosport, which is situated above Katie's Bar and Vinyl, I think it's called. Went there twice last year. Both times, first time was just a speculative visit and found out he had loads of Prince, mainly singles, plus a couple of albums, and I bought them straight away. Had a nice chat with Kieran, who owns it. In a couple of weeks later, he recorded a video showing what he just got in, and he'd got Prince's self-titled second album in, new and sealed. So I messaged him, he reserved that for me, and I went and collected it. And he said, anything else you need, anything you want to order, just get in touch. So got Christmas out of the way, and I'm going to start picking up Prince's albums, the ones that have been reissued new, and any other bits and bobs from him. So I messaged him on Tuesday, I think it was, and said, can you order me Dirty Mind and Controversy, which are the next two I need chronologically. And he had a look, said sure, fine, 20 quid each. So, yeah, go for it. When will they be in? He said, I'll be doing an order in the next couple of days. I'll definitely be in by Saturday. So I said, fine, I'll be in Saturday. A couple more conversations after that about I needed some PVC sleeves. He got them in. I saw that he had them in because he did an unboxing of his delivery. So yes, yesterday, Saturday, I went in to pick them up. And for the first time, I had a proper browse through his stock. Well, it finishes today, so by the time you see this, it will be had. A sale on for a week or so where pre-loved, as he calls it, second-hand vinyl albums were 10% off, and then he was doing, I think 12-inch singles were £1, sleeved 7 inches were buy one get one free, unsleeved were 4 for £1 or something, and there was another deal on CDs and cassettes, but I can't remember what they were. But I would have gone regardless of the sale. It was just an added bonus, if you like. He has some stuff, which are priced up individually, and then the lesser stuff, they're £4 each or free for a tenner. And because it was 10% off, they were actually free for £9, and I picked up a fair few of them. Plus some other bits, but enough waffling. Show you what I got. First of all, I'll show you, as part of this sale he had on, if you spent more than £40, you got a free tote bag, and he had either Sex Pistols or The Clash. So I elected for the Sex Pistols, mainly because it's yellow, and I own, never mind the bollocks, well, I don't own any Clash. Not that I dislike The Clash, I just don't own any of their stuff at the moment. So yeah, that was an added bonus. So I'll just work my way down the pile. First up, this album he actually bought from a customer Thursday, I think it was, or might even have been Friday, and I saw it and I nearly messaged him and said, can you reserve it? But I thought, no, I'll just risk it, and I hope he still got it, and he did. So this is Mark Morris, lead singer of the Blue Tones. This is his second solo album, A Flash of Darkness, which I have on CD. But this is on a nice purple vinyl. Came complete with the original inner sleeve and even the download code, which may or may not have been used. And an added bonus is that it's signed by Mark on the back. I think that was probably a pledge. If I remember, I think it was funded through Pledge, and I think that's where I got my signed CD. And I think this was from, if not, it's from his website. But yes, 15 quid for that, which I thought was fair enough. So with the 10% off, that's £13.50. I love Monty Python. I've made no bones about that in other videos. I've got all their stuff on CD, the original CDs, and then in the which you'll see when I do my CD box sets. Got the Ultimate Rip-Off box sets. You can't see because it's hidden. But then I also got the Monty Python's Total Rubbish, a complete collection that came out 4 years ago, whenever it was. So I've got twice. I've got everything on CD, but I've decided I'm going to get them all on vinyl anyway. So I've got Monty Python's previous record for £5. I haven't even checked these actually. So yeah, this has got the original inner sleeve, and then it's in an inner sleeve inside the inner sleeve. That's on Charisma. And then also another Monty Python record, which was also a £5, so both were £4.50 with a discount. And again, yep, this has got the original, the cutouts, and all the inserts. Have a look at it. And again on Charisma. What I really want is matching tie and handkerchief with the dual groove on side B and with the fold out cover. But yeah, happy to have those. Then I've decided also I'm going to get Stevie Wonder's stuff on vinyl. I have quite a few of his albums, his 70s period on CD, plus the greatest hits, you know, his golden period. But I will pick up anything I can get proper album wise. I'm not overly concerned about compilations. But this is Characters, which was from 1987, and again this was £5 less with discounts, so £4.50. This has got Get It, which is duet with Michael Jackson on it. You will know, rings a bell, but we shall see. Not overly familiar with this sort of period of him. But nice gatefold sleeve. Again, the original inner sleeve. And that's on Motown. Ooh, that needs a clean, static. Ooh, get down. He does clean all his records when he gets them in. So originally cost $6.99 in Boots. I like it when it's got little stickers like that on it. Another Stevie. This was £8, so $7.20 with a discount. This is Inner Visions, one of his greatest albums. It's got Living for the City, Higher Ground. He's Mr. Know-It-All. So this one I do have on CD. Nice, slightly textured sleeve as well. Nice gatefold again with all the lyrics. Polyline sleeve. Guessing this is the original one. And again, that's on Tamla Motown. And another CV. This is Talking Book, which was only £5, so £4.50. Bit of ringwear on the sleeve. Again, another one of Stevie's classics. Oh, I got You Are the Sunshine of My Life, Maybe Your Baby, Superstition. You know, what can you say? Again, another nice gatefold sleeve. Always really good packaging on his albums. This one's not polylined. Again, it's on Tamla Motown. This is all, I don't know if they are first pressings, but they certainly all look and feel like they're contemporary pressings from the 70s and 80s. Harry Nilsson, one of my favourite male solo artists. I'm sort of aware of him and liked, the obvious stuff. Then Duke Special started, he did a little show about him and he started playing some of his songs in concert. And then his box set, which you'll see when I do my CD box sets, of all his albums, went cheap. So I picked it up and absolutely fell in love with him and his music. So I will pick them up as and when I can. So this was £5. Yeah, £5, so £4.50. It's a little bit of Schmilson in the night. I prefer his earlier stuff. This was from 81, really? Okay, 81. I prefer his 60s stuff, really. But it's still good. This is all... Is it all? Yeah. Classic songs, so things like For Me and My Gal and It Had to Be You and Making Whoopee, Lullaby in Ragtime, As Time Goes By, that sort of genre. But yeah, his voice is amazing, even when it deteriorated in his later years. This is on RCA. It was around this time also he wrote all the songs for the Popeye film, which I absolutely adore, and they recently released the soundtrack with his demos on CD, which I've got, which was amazing. Popeye is a hugely underrated film. Get in. Next up, I picked up Huey Lewis and the News' 4 album. It's an album I had on cassette when I was a kid, but never got round to getting on CD. So for, again, £5, so £4.50. Happy to pick this up. This is the big album that's got Stuck With You, Doing It All For My Baby, Hip To Be Square, which I love, I Know What I Like, and The Power of Love were the big hits, I think. This was originally bought in Martin's for £5.25. Again, original inner sleeve with all the lyrics. And this is on Chrysalis. I know I'm handling the vinyl a little bit, but it's all going to be cleaned. So part of my newfound love of vinyl, or fairly newfound love of vinyl, I want to get my absolute favourite albums on vinyl. So one of those is my favourite Dire Straits album, which is Making Movies. And this was £7, so £6.30 with a discount. Tunnel of Love, Romeo and Juliet, Solid Rock were sort of the big songs for that. But it's all great. Skate Away, Hand in Hand, Espresso Love, and Les Boys are the other tracks on it. As I say, this is my favourite Dire Straits album and one of my favourite albums ever. Again, original inner sleeve. And this is on Vertigo. I got Brothers in Arms from 1985 anyway, but new. So I will probably, because there's not many to get anyway, I'll probably end up completing Dire Straits. He had Alchemy and the debut album, the self-titled album there. So if they're still there when I next visit, I might pick those up anyway. Then we come to the 2 I pre-ordered. So these are new reissues, sealed, which I haven't opened yet. In fact, we might as well do that now. So this is Prince's Dirty Mind, his 3rd album and his first masterwork. Not many hits from this, certainly not over here. Do Me Baby, probably. Not Do Me Baby. Ignore that. When You Were Mine, probably the best known song from it, possibly. Head and Sister and Notorious, the title track. It's just a great album. It just was before he started having hit singles over here. There's the inner sleeve. All as original, even down to having the fan mail address written on there. And these are on 180 gram, I think. Warner Brothers. In. And then controversy, however you want to say it. If I was saying it, I would say controversy. If I was singing it, I would say controversy. This is his fourth album. It's sort of a halfway house between the roughness of Dirty Mind and the electronica of 1999, and it doesn't quite do either brilliantly. The title track and Sexuality and Do Me Baby, so that's all the A side basically, are great, and Let's Work on the B side is great. Annie Christian's very good. Jack You Off is silly, but I have a soft spot for. Private Joy's, I mean, it's all good, it's Prince, but yeah, it's just not quite there. As you see, it contains a hit single, Controversy, plus limited edition colour poster. And we should try and get into this, but it's very tight. Excuses again. Got ya. So, again, the same. You see, it's on Warner Brothers. Excuse me. Oh dear, excuse me. And then this is the poster, which won't be going on my wall for obvious reasons. I'm sure that was on many teenage girls' walls back in 1981. Okay, the rest of them were from the 3 for a tenner section. So in this case, because of the sale, they were 3 for £9, so they were £3 each. The first one I'm going to show you, I've got 4 prizes for the next quiz I'm doing. I'm doing a simple music quiz, but it's all... A couple of years ago I did one celebrating women in music, so this year I'm doing one celebrating men in music. So the prizes are always... I always try to get something really, really good, or something silly and naff that people don't really want to win, and I've gone, in my opinion, for the latter half of that. And it's 2 albums by New Kids on the Block. So that's their first album, which I think was self-titled, yeah, and then Hanging Tough, which I think was their second album. They just, you know, they've got the full length. I mean, normally I only spend about £2 most, but I thought I'd picked up 9 albums in when they were 3 for £9 each, but it turns out I'd only picked up 8. I think I'd seen the sleeve of the next record I'm going to show you, which is a gatefold, and thought that was 2 when I was checking down my pile, so I had to quickly grab another. So that's when I'd already picked that one up to have, but I'd spotted that one in there, so I thought, oh, sorry, they can have 2 prizes. So I won't go into details on them because they're not staying in my collection. This one certainly is. This is the last Stevie that I picked up yesterday. This is Fulfillingness' first finale, which is a gatefold that folds out that way. And then inside, full lyrics. No big songs on here. It's not an out. I don't think I've got this on CD, so this will be my first time hearing this. It's a CBS inner sleeve. Did CBS distribute Motown over here? This is on Motown. EMI did. No, I think that's not an original inner sleeve then. If you know different, feel free to comment down below and let me know. This is Martika's first album. Martika's Kitchen is a great album. I absolutely adore Martika. I think she's gorgeous and very talented. This was, say, a debut album. This was sort of a more poppy album. Toy Soldiers is on this. I Feel the Earth Move, Water were the singles. I actually had 2 copies of this, both from the same section. I had looked at this one, it looked fine. What I hadn't spotted is that it sort of, I don't know if it'll pick up, yeah, you can just about see it there. Sort of looks like it was written with a blunt pen. 99p 1111. Might be there was a sticker on top, and then somebody wrote the price on the sticker. That'd be my guess, and it's sort of gone through to the vinyl. But for £3, I'm not concerned. Again, original inner sleeve with all the lyrics. And that is on CBS. Yeah, all these, you know, they look fine. They need a clean, but no major problems with any of them. And I picked up another Gilbert O'Sullivan. This is his album Off Centre. None of the titles leap out, but I'm sure I'll recognise some of the songs from the greatest hits. This is Gatefold with all the lyrics. And this is on Polyline sleeve, and this is on CBS. As you know, I like my comedy, and picked up a couple of good ones. Both BBC Records. Well, this one's certainly BBC Records. Not sure about the next one. This is It's Morecambe and Wise. Selected items from a Morecambe and Wise television show from 1971. The Eddie Braben script, so they should be good. Get it on BBC Records in the Polyline sleeve. Back. And then as I picked this one up, Kieran said, oh, I put that one on the other day. I don't normally listen to that sort of stuff, but I was in the mood and I really enjoyed it. And that's the best of 2 Ronnies. This is on Logo Records, which is a subsidiary of RCA by the looks of it. Looks like it's mainly the musical excerpts, which is good, obviously, for a record. I think would probably work best. Hopefully there's some new stories. I might even have, I know I've got a 2 Ronnie CD. It might even be this. I'm not 100% sure. That's on Transatlantic is the label on that one. I said I know I'm handling it, but it's going to be cleaned. Oh, it's glaring nicely. That's better. Next one I was happy to pick up. A bit of sleeve damage on this 2 Ronnie's run, but again, just needs the glue. I might have to do a bit of research, find out what is the best glue for doing record sleeves. This is on Decca. Yeah, please pick this up. This is The World of James Bond Adventure by Roland Shaw and his orchestra. So it's going to be a sort of Jeff Love style, I should imagine, interpretations of songs from Bond. If I can get it out the sleeve. Oh, I don't want to come out. I'm sure I checked this yesterday. I've got a little stuck at the bottom, that's why. Obviously I didn't check it yesterday. No, I don't think I did. I think I'll have that for my Bond collection. Polyline sleeve, and it's on Decca. So yeah, this has got versions of James Bond theme, You Only Live Twice, Goldfinger, From Russia with Love, Underneath a Mango Tree from Dr. No, Pussy Galore's Flying Circus from Goldfinger, and Thunderball, The Look of Love, which is from the 67 Casino Royale from the 67 Casino Royale, Dawn Raid on Fort Knox, which is from Goldfinger, Bond Below Disco Volante, which is from Thunderball, and the 007 theme, which I'm guessing is, yeah, it must be 007 by John Barry. And finally, I like to Power a lot. I've got a couple of CD box sets of theirs and various other bits and bobs. This is The Promise, which was their album from 1991, which might be on one of those box sets, I can't remember. But again, for £3. Just a nice picture of Carol Decker's worth £3 in my opinion. But again, original inner sleeve. with all the lyrics, and that's on Siren. Red and white on one side, and white and red on the other. Very flimsy vinyl, as was common around that time. But yeah, so that little lot came in, plus bought 100 PVC sleeves, which was 19 quid. So of all £140 I spent in there. But that'll be it for a couple of months now. Next month, most of my wage will be going on London Comic Con Spring, almost certainly. But March I'll probably have another visit. So yes, yeah, that's what I picked up yesterday in a slice of vinyl. If you're in the area, so Gosport and its surrounds, I hardly recommend the shop itself, and also, unfortunately, I can't make it because I'm working. But there's a record fair in Gosport on Saturday, the 2nd of February, as you can see, between 11 and 5, and that's at the Unit 7 Clarence Wharf, which is where the Fallen Acorn Brewing Company are based. So I'll give that a plug. And so I can't make it, I'm working 12 to 8 that day, so if I'm to get down there and back, I could only be able to spend like 15 minutes in there, and that's pointless. So yes, hopefully I'll do another one, hopefully it goes well, and I'll be able to make my next one. But yes, anyway, thank you for watching. This has got a bit long, sorry. Like, subscribe, comment, all that sort of stuff, and I'll see you on another video. Bye.